I'm Joe Giglio for NJ Sports Now on this Thursday, July the 23rd. Major news coming out from the New Jersey Devils on Thursday. Lou Lamoriello, after 28 years with the Devils, is out. Not only out, resigning as team president, but now moving on and going to Toronto abruptly. A crazy change, crazy news here in the summer as Lamoriello leaves the Devils to become the Maple Leafs general manager. But you know what? As you think about Lamoriello and what he was going to be with the Devils, I don't think this is a big loss for them. I think actually this could be a good thing as Ray Shero comes in now as the new GM. It doesn't have Lamoriello over his shoulder. It doesn't have the specter of a great general manager over his shoulder. It doesn't have the specter of someone who did the job that he now has for so long hanging over him and being part of the organization. Sure, they could have worked together. They could have been a great tandem. But I think a clean break is almost better for the Devils than just what they did a few months ago, shuffling the front office around, keeping Lamoriello around, and promoting and bringing in Shero to be the GM. I think this is better for the Devils. I think as we move forward here and the new regime for the Devils gets to put their imprint on this franchise, gets to put their imprint on this roster and how to build this thing forward, it makes sense that there is no one in the organization that has old school tactics. No one in the organization that wants to go back to the old days, and it's a clean break and you move forward here. It is, it feels crazy to say this, but I really believe this is best for the Devils, and they really won't miss Lou Lamoriello. They'll miss what he used to be. They'll miss the stability they used to have, and they'll miss the success that once upon a time Lamoriello brought to them. One of the great executives in sports history, certainly in this area and certainly in New Jersey sports. But that's not him anymore. He's 72 years old now, and if you think he's going to go to Toronto and instantly turn that team into a Stanley Cup champion, I don't see it happening. At 72, to have the energy to do that job and to be a GM on a day-by-day, minute-by-minute basis, what that takes, it will not be easy. You saw what the Devils became the last few years, and I don't have much faith that Lamoriello is going to go up there with bright ideas and change everything with the Maple Leafs. So as we move forward here and we look at the Devils from this day on, as crazy as it seems to say and as crazy as it seems to feel, I don't believe they're going to miss Lou Lamoriello. I believe when the break happened late in spring and they moved on to a new GM and moved Lamoriello out of that seat, it was a good thing for the organization. It was something, progress was made for the Devils as they sort of break from what they had for so many years that became stale and try to become something new. Lamoriello not being in the building, Lamoriello not having an office in the building isn't going to change the future of the Devils. What's going to change it is if their new GM knows what he's doing, not if their old one is in Toronto or somewhere else around the NHL. I'm Joe Giglio for NJ Sports Now.